Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be a reading from the 21st to the 28th. It's going to be in two parts. The first part we're going to be clarifying the cards according to your elements and your qualities. And then in the second video we're going to be clarifying the cards again with the travel pack and see what happens there. So without further ado, if you want to see your Astroflower, you'll find it in the bottom in the description below. I'm just sorry, I just got shocked by the first two cards that came out. Okay, this is very interesting. This is hugely interesting here. Capricorn. Okay, interesting. So a lot of love around for you, but also a lot of work by the looks of it. You know, this is quite mad, quite mad. Very similar to another reading I just did, I think, for Libra. If you haven't seen that, go and have a look at that. That's if you know any Librans. Oh, look at that. It was looking so good to the last card, but we'll see. This is what you might be projecting at the beginning part of the week. Wow. All I can say is, wow, Capricorn. The way you do things, Capricorn, are just full on. There's no holding back with you guys. Where do we start? Okay, let's start on the physical front, because that seems to be one aspect. One aspect. So this is the spiritual side. This is the physical side of your life. This is how the universe is trying to influence your karmic path. This is how the your guides are trying to manifest your karmic path. This is how your guides are trying to influence your conversation that is within you. This is how you interact with the world around you. And this is what's inside you at the moment. So on the material path, you have the universe is sort of saying, just keep working, just keep going through. We're going to get you through this. We're going to get you through this. We're going to, it's a rite of passage. That's what they're saying. Just sort of saying, don't worry, just keep your head down, just keep going. Because it is working with other people. This is what you're supposed to be doing this week. It's working with other people. As Minnow would say, dreamwork makes teamwork. And it's probably very true here. And he keeps saying it for Capricorn. It's got to be said. And I feel the same here in this sort of situation. It is working with other people that will bring you the ultimate victory or recognition. And this is what you're hoping for. This is what's blowing through you at the moment. But that Three of Pentacles is this week here. You've got to learn to, in order to get further down the line, if you're working on a boat and you want to carry more stuff on that sailing boat, you're going to have to employ more people to do other aspects of the work that you can't do because the boat is bigger, if you know what I mean. You can't set the sails, do the tiller, or drive, give the, hold the wheel, and also at the same time do all the ballast and everything like that. You can't do everything. And it's better if you're working with other people because that's going to progress you even further. And you probably understand that this week. And your guides are sort of saying, look, it's going to be pure happiness. And on that card there, you've got like a fence. You've got a barrier there, and then you've got like a fence, as it were. And this is the reason happiness in this Ten of Cups is there, is because you've had to go through stuff in order to get there. And this is what this rite of passage is about. The universe is sort of saying to you, when you work with other people, you've been through those trials and tribulations in your life. You're going to be able to do so much more. And if you do so much more, then all of a sudden you would have, through your trials and tribulations, your guides are trying to create a situation with your karmic path where it's the most joyous experience ever. And it's not just a couple, as it were. There's also kids involved. So it's much more of a community. It ties in nicely to the Three of Pentacles, quite nicely. And then above that, in your conversation that is within your spirit, as it were, within your subconscious, you've got your guides that are trying to say to you, yeah, it is a long journey, but you've started this and you've been going on this journey for a long time, and it is going to bear fruit over a long period of time. So concentrate on that long-term journey. It all accumulates in the Three of Swords. What is that all about? If you look at the rest of the pack, the Three of Swords, what is that doing there? So I think this comes from your reading from last week. In your reading from last week, I think there was complications with you emotionally, difficult with people around you. And I think you may be feeling a little bit scarred this week from feeling a bit sort of pushed out by the love that is around you, and feeling a bit sort of, set on, abandoned, I guess, in a way. But it's very it's heart-rending, and it could be, that you haven't seen your kids for ages. It could be that you're separated from your partner at this present time, that you don't want to be, or you want to be with your partner, or you've gone through a separation and you're still feeling the pain and the hurt. But there is so much more coming through, and so much joy coming through, that hurt and pain, I think, will be short-lived. Yeah. So that's on the material side of it. Let's just qualify according to the qualities and the elements. At the base of this petal here, you have cardinal air and cardinal water coming in like that. So you've got this anti-clockwise direction going on. And it's when you do things in the physical world, the universe likes you to take it up a step to make it more sort of spiritually connected, or connected in the sense of where it connects everyone together. In this card here, you have fixed water and fixed air in this card. So it is working with other people under organized emotions and organized mental sort of states. And then above that, you have your guides here, which comes from that air and water again at the base from these two petals here. But you have that cardinal earth coming down, so it starts getting a little bit more concrete, with again a fixed water coming across your top of this card. So those emotions that start at the base has to be consistent all the way through you. So emotionally implied in life, that's what it should be. And once you go through that, then you go on to that conversation that's inside your subconscious. You have yet again that fixed water and fixed air. So it keeps that pathway going on for that longer journey with the Knight of Pentacles. But then you have that mutable fire coming in, combining with that fixed and that cardinal earth. So you've got your foot on the accelerator. By the looks of things, you still got to push things through. You might have to work a bit at the moment this week. And that's what the universe is sort of saying, just keep your head down, just keep moving on. And that'll distract from that pain that you might have gone through of any sort of separation because of work. You might have to go somewhere to work. Therefore, you may not be able to be with the one you love. So therefore, it could be causing you heartache. Let's move now on to the spiritual sort of side and see how that sort of works out. Look at these two. So you got the Lovers from the universe and the Two of Cups on your spiritual path, your karmic path. it's definitely love coming in for you in one form or another. And it will, if it is coming in, then it'll help you with your guys to quantify the future direction for that love, the future path for that love. And if you have that coming in, and this could be, you could be in a relationship already, so it could be like a renewal or like a step up for that, a watershed moment for you and your partner. And with that watershed moment, and this could be with a new love or an existing love, this is definitely one-on-one. It's quantifying that future path and making sure the planning is done well with the, she's planning that journey. Not quite on it as yet, but planning that journey. And your guides are sort of saying in your subconscious level, you've got this, you know where you're going, you've got this. His pathway of understanding is that stairwell there to that star. It's as straight as a die. It's not like the hermit that goes all around the mountain and gradually comes up and then his light shines. His light is already shining there. He's already understood, and it's a very religious card. It's about rules and regulations and stuff like that. And he's allowing his star to shine to say, look, I am the knowledge. And it's sort of, the guides are sort of saying, you have this. You know how to do this. This is good. You will enjoy this. This will give you substance in your life. And I think that's to be feeding into that whole idea within you of that victory, and keeping that mental with that fixed air that goes around it, keeping that mental vision of where you're going will encourage that victory to come towards you. When you've got the mutable fire and mutable water, it's going to help you to explore all those different avenues of the pathway that you want to go down on this new love, or this new chapter in the love that you're going down. And all these things coming through this week will dispel that idea of heartache that you may have in your aura at the moment. And it's gradually flushing its way out. You might have just had, it might be a small thing, and I said it might be the fact that you're working away from the person you love. And that may be the heartache. And that's appears to be coming through to an end. So let's say you are not working with the one you love. You're working on a plan to be with the one you love whilst working. Could be a really good thing. So, Capricorn, there you go. Hope you did enjoy that reading. We are going to be clarifying with the small cards in the second part of this weekly reading. So please do subscribe and click that bell so then you can get the notification for that, what is coming up. And you've already got the Knight of Pentacles to get you going. So Capricorn, in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.